I think I might just move on again. Maybe you'll find that other town that I moved to. Maybe Taipalans. That was a joke, off a chance. Anyway, your house is cold, it's dark and there are roaches. Look at me still writing when I should be clearing off all my stuff in boxes with them and some water top. I'm sorry I have to run, Captain's taxi, it has come to drive me away from ennui. And believe me, I still have ennui. My name is Gaston and I have ennui. But don't be worried, I'll be back on the Wii. That is if you still play your Wii, as well as your X360. 360 on you. Oh, monsieur.
Let's do it. Oh, that's terrible. Hey, everybody, this is this is the Tarday show. This is Gemini, and this is AC Friends, Animal Crossing Friends, episode 55, coming at you through your ear canals.
Hey, I happen to like retards. That guy's a jerk.
Hot Pockets.
Zero trans fat. Hot Pockets.
These are good for you, and they're good. Like good stuff.
Little Billy, why are you in the hospital? Well, Mom, you said no junk food, so all I ate was Hot Pockets. And I had so much diarrhea, I'm dehydrated.
Unfortunately, they can't stop the diarrhea. So goodbye, Mom.
My black friend already died because he was full of crack as well.
Crack kills, Mom, but not Hot Pockets.
Crack pockets.
Hey, what's up? Episode 55. Finally doing a show. We don't really have much to talk about, though. There's not really much going on in the whole AC world. So, yeah, I guess we'll sign off.
This is going to be a mini episode, so we're just kind of going to go over what we've done, like, in the past day. And then we'll probably won't record for, like, a month. And then, because, you know, there's just not any good games out. No new announcements. No nothing. Just Hot Pockets.
Yeah, I haven't heard. There's really been zero news on the Nintendo front, and, you know, nothing on the Xbox front. There's news on the dog front, though. But, yeah, nothing really going on that to speak of. So, anyway, so, hang on. Hold, please wait. Anyway, so this is Animal Crossing. Situation averted.
And this is Phoenix.
And so we're here. We're going to talk. We're getting back to our roots, as it were. It is time to talk about something that came out of E3 this last, 2 weeks ago.
Wait
For what?
I'm going to read the email first.
Oh, okay. We have a listener email first. We'll just tease that little nugget of information there first, and then here is your email.
Yeah, well, I think I posted this on the forum, so I wanted to get it out before, I forgot about it before we started getting to the meat of the show. I wanted to give you a little, lobster pizza appetizer, so, delicious with hot sauce. And then, so I got a email from TJ, and he said, "Hello, Phoenix and Gemini. My name is TJ. I recently got Wi-Fi, and it's great. So I want to give you my info. I also love your podcast, and it's great entertainment. Name, TJ. Town name, Brisbane. Friend code, 494-070-761321. I was wondering if we could get together. Please send me your friend codes. I live in Brisbane, Australia, so I'm about 17 hours ahead of you, so please tell me before you open your gates. Bye from TJ. I'm also willing to pay, 200,000 bells?
I think so. Or it might be 2 million. No, I think it's 200,000.
Yeah, for the golden watering can, or for a bunch of golden plants. So if you know some, or if you have these items, respond to me." So I told him to go into the forums, and he says he also has Skype, but he he's having a contest for the one that has the best patterns for your shirts. And the second contest is the one with the person who has the most bells. The winner for the first contest will receive a Metroid or a box of tissues because you'll be sad. You'll be sad and crying. And the winner of the second contest will have the opportunity to choose whatever item they want that I own.
Your DS.
Yeah. This is going on in the new releases for the Nintendo DS games. Guitar Hero on Tour, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, and Darkness. How can they even have that many? They also have the DS Lite console with 2 new colors, combinations, red and black, and blue and black. So, if anybody wants to Wi-Fi with TJ and give them all a bunch of money before this new thing comes out, then do that. I need to find my game cartridge, by the way.
I have mine, but it's the weeds are actually growing out of my cartridge because it's so overflowing with weeds, and yeah, Nook's dead. Cheapestweed.com. That can't be only $19.95 shipped. That's real.
Oh, dude, I was listening to the radio and they're like, "Oh, brand new computers. Don't let credit hold you down. Call us and we'll get you a brand new computer." Blah blah blah. And then you're listening to the commercial. You're like, "Oh yeah, I guess so." And it's like, "And if you buy with us right now, we'll send you a brand new Wii." And I was like, "Really? I don't really need a computer, but I could use a Wii."
Really? How much is that computer?
Yeah, $2,000. Well, if I get a free Wii, I get it. I can't find any Wiis. I need a Wii.
There is no Wiis to be found. I haven't seen one on the shelf since forever, since I got mine.
Yeah, that's sad. I guess I'll have to just pick one up off of eBay.
You may have to. Hush, baby. All right, well, let's get into the meat of the show here. No, it's what you've all been waiting for anyway. Sorry about the dog. But I know this is what you've all been waiting for. So if you've been browsing around the internet here lately or doing anything remotely game-related, you know that not last week, but I think the week before was E3. So they had all the press conferences and all the new announcements and stuff like that. So, and the big one, of course, pertaining to us, is the fact that there will be a new Animal Crossing game called Animal Crossing City Folk and coming to the Wii this holiday. They didn't give us a set date yet, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be November, December. That's pretty pretty good guess there. I would assume holiday. Yeah.
I wanted to say that it kind of corresponds with the release date that they did in 2005. What was that, the Christmas season or whatever?
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's going to be the big Christmas hit.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much their holiday game that they're planning on throwing out there, because they don't really have a Mario title or a Zelda title or a Metroid title or anything else. They didn't even announce a new Pikmin yet. So this is it. So this is the big one, y'all. This is what we've been training for.
Yippee! Yeah, training. I haven't really done much training in that area.
So yeah, but basically, Animal Crossing City Folk is coming to the Wii, of course. And let's see. So what we had a post in the forums. There was videos that came out. A couple of videos that we put up on the side, of course. One from the E3 where they showed off, all the stuff, and then another one from the Nintendo website that had, just basically just gameplay. Which, I mean, it looks, one of the complaints that I've seen so far, it looks just like Animal Crossing on the DS.
Yeah, we're in the show notes.
Yeah. Well, we had show notes. Well, we are going old school this week, huh? Mm-hmm. So yeah, but that's one of the main complaints I've heard. But it's at the same time, it's like, well, yeah, but was there anything wrong with that? I mean, I'm not looking for super hyper realistic animals. I don't want to be mauled by a real tiger. I'm okay with Rolf.
Yeah. No, but the thing that got me is, it looks like a lot like the DS version, but I mean, you could change it a little bit, give me a different variation than, heaven forbid, summer and winter with African Skater. Give me like I don't know, just change the mountains, or I don't know. But yeah, I mean the DS version did look good, but it'll just pop out. But the thing that creeped me out is putting your me face on your thing. That looks creepy to me.
See, I love that. I love that feature.
So it looks creepy because you're like this huge head, real looking guy walking around all these animals, and they're like, and
Just like my real life.
wah, wah, wah. So that kind of, I don't know, you just don't really look like you fit in. I mean, I guess it'll be cool, you know, especially when you're around with your friends and stuff, but that way it's more customizable than versus the old one where you're like, do I like it when it rains or when it shines, you know?
Yeah. And supposedly too, I guess, well, I don't know if this is in our show notes, but we'll jump to that. Like, you know how we were talking about, you know, you could do patterns, you know, for your shirt or whatever. Well, now your shirt, you'll be able to customize the front, the back, and the sleeves, I think. So, that's pretty cool. So you'll be, you know, it's a lot more customization. So, and I like seeing that kind of stuff instead of just like, you know, you don't have to wow me with the graphics, but just give me features like that where I can, you know, it's super customizable. So when I go into somebody else's town, they'll be like, "Oh my God, you've got a butt on your chest and boobs on your sleeves." I don't know, you know, it's just something.
It's not 3D dimensional. It's just graphics. It's like, why are you all peach colored?
Yeah, you know, it's something. You know, why you walk around with you know, a picture of Phoenix on your chest and KBB on your back, and then your sleeves say "AC Friends"? What's up with that?
That'd be sweet. Somebody work on that.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Well, I like that Gracie's gonna be more readily available. You know, you don't have to like wait for a certain day for her to be there and be like, "Oh God, I hope I have enough bells." You know, for her one crappy shirt she's gonna give me. You know, she can actually walk in there and buy stuff. And you know, I didn't hear too much about Abel and Sable.
No, I didn't either.
Especially after Nook killed them because they were secret lovers. But
True. But like, so we did see, was it Gracie or Gracie Grace? So we saw where you can go get your hair done and stuff like that.
Harriet.
That's Harriet for your hair. Well, who's Gracie Grace?
She's the one with the t-shirts.
Oh yeah, okay.
Giraffe.
Yeah. So you'll be able to go do that. But basically what it is, I think the concept is that you have your town, but I think all the stuff like Nooks and all the different places that you can visit and purchase stuff have been moved to a city area. Mm-hmm. And basically you'll take a bus, Wendell, I think, or who is it? I am all messed up.
You are rusty. Wendell's the walrus. I'm wondering if he's going to be in the game. Hop his fat ass up off the shore and be like, "Can I have some apples?" Yeah.
And you'll be like, "Hell no."
But, no, it's, I forgot his name, but he did drive the taxi cab, and now he drives the bus.
I think it's,
Captain.
Yeah, see, I'm all messed up. I don't even know. But, yeah, Captain will hop you on a little yellow bus, and you know, it's probably a short bus for most of us, and take you to the city where you'll be able to go to all the different areas, you know, and do your shopping and whatever. And then I assume that means where you live will just be you and your animal friends, as opposed to, you know, plus all the Nookingtons and all that stuff. So I think that's kind of a cool thing. The other thing too that's really cool is that you'll be able to go in and like set up, you know, like you say, you find something really cool, like a golden, like a golden owl pellet, you know, and you can take it in and you can auction it off. There'll be an auction thing in the game.
And Krista the baby's all like, 1 million. And the
tap
baby's like, 1,000,001. He's like, he punches the baby, and the baby's like, "Ah,
I kill you, snap, snap."
I'm so muscular. There's a gym in town, and I go to it often.
They call me Baby Cakes.
Baby cakes in my diaper.
But yeah, so there'll be pretty much like an auction thing, so you know you won't have to go to like Nook Bay or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with Nook Bay, obviously, but you won't have to go to Nook Bay. It'll be in the game, you know. And if you have Wi-Fi, you'll be set up, and people can come in and bid on your items. And
It's kind of crazy though, but I mean, at least we'll know that they're not like ninjas or crooks, you know. At least, and they'll have to give us the bells and everything. Now I'm wondering too if there's still gonna be like dumpster diving.
I'm gonna guess probably.
And I hear that Lyle he doesn't hang by your house anymore. Evidently, he's on he's like a more of a businessman now, but red instead of a tent. He's like in a dark alley and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty funny. You'd be walking by and be like, psst, hey.
Hey, buy my crap.
But it said you still will have to have a code to get into the alley.
Yeah.
Or not password, I mean.
So, and then something about the Happy Room Academy is back.
Yeah, they'll get their own little thing, I think, in the city also, and then you go in there and learn how to do up your house. The same thing with the, there'll be like a movie theater or something like that where you go in there and you learn new emotions.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering where KK will be, because I saw Brewster with, squirting his pigeon milk in the coffee, There you go, butter. But I don't know where he'll be set up. I mean, do you have to go into town every time you want to, do all that stuff? Because it kind of reminds me, I'm sure it'll be a lot faster, but like The Sims, you're in your house, and then, you call a cab, and you go into the city to mingle and all that stuff. But, my computer took like forever, so I'm sure the Wii will be a lot faster. But it is kind of convenient where you can just run around and could go to Nooks right in your own town, but...
Yeah, I'm sure it won't take long to go, you go hop on that bus. I'm sure it's like, probably 30 seconds tops to load up the city and get it going.
Now, when you're in your town, like, okay, and you're hooked up to the internet, right? Will it be like, whoever has your friend code or whatever, and y'all have swapped, y'all can all be in that town, or do you have to, like, open the gates of your town, or is it like a community place? You can meet different players from all over?
I don't know exactly. So the word is that people will be able to visit your town, even if you're not on your Wii.
Technically, that's not really your town, right? I mean, technically, your town is away, and you go to the city, so can they visit your city? I mean, is it everybody's city?
See, I don't know. That's all stuff we're going to have to find out. I'm thinking it's probably your own city.
Just throwing out stuff. I mean, I know you might not know the answers. I'm just,
Quit asking me questions.
I have mouth diarrhea.
Quit asking me questions. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't even know what we're talking about.
As I asked the question, he's looking at me like, shut up. I don't know. Why are you saying it?
Stick to the list.
Yeah, I have show notes.
But I mean, I don't know for sure, but I have heard that, you will be able, or like for instance, say, you have your Wii, but you're at work or whatever.
I don't have a Wii.
Well, by the time you do, but you have, you're at work or whatever. Say, well, while I'm home, I go visit your town, even though your Wii's off, and you don't have to leave it on. I mean, it's supposedly in standby mode. It'll work.
I'll leave it on all the time.
Yeah.
Burn the house down.
Yeah, because Wii's are so flammable.
They're so tiny with their little bar of projection and everything, and they'll be like, "Oh, I sense a piece of hair coming towards me," and they'll combust.
Speaking of that, I broke my Wii sensor bar yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
How do you get it replaced? Does it still work?
I had another one. But well, no.
I just had spare parts from another Wii that I ripped off.
Well, no. What it was I bought a Wii starter pack, and it came with like the stuff, for Wii Sports, like a tennis racket add-on and baseball bat and just all that stuff. Well, it also came with a wireless sensor bar. Well, I never set it up because I had my other one up there, so I didn't have to worry about it. But the sensor bar has a really long cord that goes to the Wii. I was vacuuming yesterday. Well, I guess that cord was sticking out a little bit. It was over by my drum kit, my Rock Band drum kit, and I was like, and all of a sudden, whoop-a-bam! And I was like, what the hell? And I turned everything off, and I'm looking around like, I didn't know what it was. And then I looked down at the vacuum, and it's got the sensor bar hanging out the bottom of it, where it sucks it in. It basically got the cord, and it broke the cord, sucked it all up into the thing around the mechanism of the vacuum. All these technical terms here. And so I'm like, oh, what the, so I was like,
how strong is your vacuum to break cords and be like, whoop-a-ba!
There's like a 92 amp vacuum.
It's like you're going and the carpet's like lifting up off the floor and you're like, come on! And like the people downstairs are here, it's like, whoa!
I have 3 dogs. I had to overclock it.
When you move out of the apartment, it's just like bare. I sucked up all the fibers.
It actually sucks dirt through the concrete. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like a bag of Fritos and stuff coming up out of there.
It actually sucks up dirt that doesn't get there till Thursday or whatever.
Yeah.
From the future.
It takes its hose, it's outside, just getting all the stuff around your apartment. It's like, ting!
I wish.
That'd be sweet.
But yeah, so it sucked up. But anyway, so I bought that starter kit, so it came with that wireless sensor bar, so I had to put batteries in it and put it in a set and put it up there. But anyway, so I'm okay on that. Even though that sensor bar is kind of weird. Like, I turned it on and I left it on, because I thought I really didn't think about it,
It's watching you. It's like, I see you, Gemini. You're eating too many pancakes.
It's like Kit from Knight Riders going woo 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 woo. No, but so I'm sitting there and like we're sitting there and I'm like playing something else by the time I because I just want to make sure it works. So I had my Wii on and I turned it off. Well, I guess the sensor bar doesn't know that everything's off. All of a sudden, it starts beeping like really loud, like beep beep beep. I thought it was the smoke detector.
Yeah.
I'm like, everybody out!
You get the vacuum. You're like, suck up the smoke.
I was like, run for your lives and take the dogs and
behind. I can't live.
And I looked out and I was like, that's the stupid sensor bar. So I went over there and I turned it off. You have to hold the button down to turn it off. I'm like, am I gonna have to turn this thing on and off every time I want to play Wii? Because that's inconvenient to walk all the way across the room.
Yeah, no, not that we fit, not that you bought that for any purpose, but how convenient to, pick my ass up and go and walk over there.
Hey, I didn't buy a Wii and Wii Fit and everything else to get in shape. I'll tell you that right now.
Not to walk. No, I didn't. I did it to hula hoop in place.
I hula hoop my ass off in that Wii Fit.
Yeah, it's right there.
That's all I do.
It's still there.
But anyway, so long story short, wait, too late. Long story short is, so my sensor bar was no more. I'm gonna have to break down and get a wired one though, because I'm not having that stuff where, especially if I forget about it and I go to sleep and it wakes me up in the middle of the night. No. So anyway,
you'll be calling me and be like, "What? Guess what?" And I'll be like, "I don't know."
There's not a fire.
There's not a fire. It's a Wii.
My Wii's trying to kill me.
You would leave it in the living room and then you wake up in the middle of the night and it's like on your nightstand and it's like, beep, beep, play me.
I wake up and I've got the nunchuck cable wrapped around my neck. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's not quite long enough.
It hurts. So anyway. So, okay.
Really?
So let's go through some of the stuff that African Skater posted that he has found out and noticed through the videos and stuff like that. So some of the returning tools that we're going to be using is, of course, the axe and the shovel, because we saw in the videos that you were chopping down trees, so that's pretty cool. So options to talk and other things like that come from a toolbar that pops up from the bottom of the screen, as opposed to like when you tap on somebody and it would give you those options. So they're probably streamlining that a little bit for the Wii.
Yeah.
And now he says a camera is a new option to probably use to take screenshots and send to friends, which to me that's a really exciting feature. I love anything that lets me take screenshots so I can post it to like my Flickr and stuff. Like I just recently got into Smash Brothers Brawl and figured out how to take screenshots, and now I like that game.
Yeah, it's because of, how many times were we like, oh man, if you guys could see, our towns, or if you could see this cool outfit we had, or look at all these golden flowers that Hacker gave us, and look at all, his town is just full of everything, and...
Well, I mean, how many blurry camera phone pictures did I take of my DS trying to get that stuff?
I know, it's like Whitney said this, isn't that hilarious? Hot Pocket,
And it's like, now, so if you have a camera and you can actually take pictures in the game, and of course, if it's anything like Smash Brothers, you can just save it to an SD card and bam, you're done. That is, like, super exciting for me, and I think, for everybody, because then we can share all this stuff just that much more. Buffy. And sorry, we can share that. Yeah, we can share stuff that happens and everything else. You make a really cool design, you can actually share it now, and we can actually have real contests that be like, oh my god, I can actually see your shirt instead of you just describing it to me.
Red, blue, red, white, red, white. Oh, that's beautiful.
All the descriptions. That's the best shirt ever. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now all the stuff that we had in theory, and all that, all this great ideas we had in our brain, where we're like, oh, please send us something. You can actually send it to our Wii, and we can actually get it instead of you trying to get it off your DS to our email to us, and then like 3 months later, when the contest is over, we're like, oh, thanks for the entry.
Exactly. Or you can send it to our email address or whatever. Which brings up the next thing is, are we gonna?
You missed one.
Oh. custom clothes available during the holidays. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, like I guess if you go to who is it, Gracie or who, Mabel and Sable. I mean,
well, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of up in the air because Gracie said she would have seasonal clothes, but I don't know about Mabel and Abel. I think they had. I don't know what all that they're gonna have differently.
yeah. Well, either way, or maybe kind of like Nintendo used to send us stuff on the holidays.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too because evidently they're gonna have like 4th of July, Halloween, all that kind of stuff, and
A lot of the ones that they didn't have in the DS version.
oh, you know what that brings up this question in my brain?
Moving on.
Time travel.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole thing if they decide to let you still do that, or what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because evidently, maybe this Jap guy got a little bit smarter, and it makes it set real time with your Wii. Because of course, I guess you could always set your time otherwise, but if you're connected to this whole network, maybe it would have like a world clock or whatever, and maybe it won't let you time travel. Because I don't know. It wasn't bad, but I missed this at the Acorn Festival. Let's go back. But
yeah, I don't know. My first instinct is I'd almost like there not to be time travel, just because I'd like. Yeah, just because that kind of thing like that, where it's like, well, I can just time travel to all the dates ever in one day and then be done. Let's.
Yeah, it's kind of. Not that it ruined it, but once we learned that we could time travel, it's kind of like, well, hell, why wait for stuff? Let's go to Christmas. Let's go to all this. Let's go. Here, let's have Hacker give us golden everything. So now we don't have to work for it.
Exactly.
And then, of course, they're saying that if we have the DS cartridge, we can put it in our Wii.
Well, your DS will link to your Wi-Fi wirelessly to your Wii,
Yeah.
and so probably what'll happen is you'll have your cartridge in, boot them both up, and then it'll let you bring in your character from your DS to your Wii, which I like that idea.
Yeah, I like it too. Well, yeah, I got it.
Part of me wants to just start from scratch. But then part of me is like, I'd rather just, I can't, as long as it doesn't import all my town and my weeds and everything. But
Yeah.
part of me would like to start from scratch. But then I'd like to, but I worked so hard on that my one character. I kind of like to just bring him over. There's nothing wrong with him.
You gotta think about it though. He's just a body. You're still gonna have to go to Nooks, or you might still have to get a job. You're still gonna have to. You'll probably have tons of bells and stuff, which will be cool, but.
Yeah, if it lets you bring in your bells or what happens, because if it does, then think about people like Hacker that have 40, 100 million, trillion bells. Then he imports that. It doesn't necessarily break the game, but at the same time, all he's got to do is import that. It kind of allows the hacks from the DS to go straight into the Wii, which I'm kind of assuming they may not. Want to do that?
All the stuff that we have too, everybody's, Metroids and all that kind of stuff. Now that.
Yeah, see, that stuff's supposed to move in too.
Yeah, now so you could pretty much be completely furnished. What about Blathers? Does your museum move over too?
Yes, I don't know.
Probably not, but is there going to be different fish and bugs, or are we going to have to catch the same thing over and over?
Probably have to catch the same thing. And that's why it's kind of like, well, I kind of like to do that again, but then I kind of like to do the new stuff instead,
Yeah. See, that'd be dumb, because I know on the season, the seasons and stuff from the other fish and everything, and some of the fish are cool, like Colaconth and but, after a while, you get kind of tired of catching football fish and stuff, and when you're going to go fishing with all your buddies, because you can have, 4 people over in your town, I kind of want to have new fish and bugs, I don't know.
I imagine there will be new fish and bugs to catch, just like there will be, some of the old standbys too,
Yeah.
Because they're not just gonna. They're not just basically just putting the DS version on the Wii. They're expanding it. Hopefully.
No.
Makes you wonder, don't it? But surely they're making new stuff. But anyway, so excuse me. So anyway, the next thing is the Happy Room Academy is going to be back, and then you can compare with your friends in the city. With Lyle, who seems to be into less shady work. So yeah, Lyle will be there, and he'll be doing the Happy Room Academy stuff. So you can find out how many points you get and blah blah blah, and feng shui the hell out of your house. And then of course what we were talking about earlier, that Harriet can give you a mask and makes you look like you're me, which is kind of funny and some might say creepy.
Yeah, I think it's creepy.
I think it's funny.
What if you made your me look like a Hot Pocket, and then like you imported, you know?
Can't make your me look like a Hot Pocket.
Well, like, you know, what if you made your
Well, that's fun. Like a Hitler me?
Yeah, like a Hitler me or like a Judy Garland me or something like that. And you're just like, I'm Judy Garland in a DS or a Wii or whatever. I'm Rambo, you know.
I'm Arnold.
I'm Arnold. I want to give you back rubs.
I'm Charles. Wait, I'm Charles.
Dude, I want to be Phoenix. Put myself on a me.
You are Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hello. Okay, so anyway, the town hall hasn't changed, but you can send messages to other players and attach pictures to towns or Wii message boards and even cell phones and computers. All right, let's talk about this one. Messages from your town hall, which basically means like your bulletin board and stuff like that, and being able to attach pictures, which is pretty cool. Or being able to attach pictures to the Wii message board, and then on to being able to send pictures, I guess, or at least at the very least text, but possibly pictures to people's cell phones. Like
free text messaging.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, standard text message rates apply. But basically, what it would become is like, okay, I'm sitting here and I just snapped a really cool picture of me smacking Gaston in the face or whatever. So I want to send it to Phoenix. Well, she's not home. She's at work or whatever. Oh, that's okay. Send, and now, bam, it's on your phone.
And then I'll go home on my lunch break, and I'll get Whitney and Strangler, and I'll send that picture to you.
No!
Yay! The power of AC friends.
I mean, is that, I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out my side of my mouth or whatever, but...
Is it mouth diarrhea?
It might be.
Did you eat too many Hot Pockets?
Hot Pockets.
Yeah, I think that would be neat, because then you could... Well, the thing about Twitter is you can't Twitter pictures, I mean, you can always send them to your album and stuff, but you can't tweet pictures, I'd like to...
Yeah, I mean, you can tweet the link, but you can't, yeah.
Yeah, but from your phone, though? You can't take a picture from your phone and then tweet it.
Well, there are services that let you do that. There's, like, TwitPic and something else. I can't remember the name of the site. That you can... What you do is you send it to TwitPic, and then, of course, it has your Twitter information, and it posts to your Twitter. I use Flickr, and then I have a twitterfeed.com that... Anything new that pops up on my Flickr goes to my Twitter. So, I mean, more or less the same thing. Yeah. But, it is possible to go from, you could basically text, you could tweet your AC Friends Adventures, basically. Yeah. Your AC Friends Adventure, your Animal Crossing Adventures, whatever happens to you. You could tweet that, very easily. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's going to be so cool because we could do, like... Every week we could or whenever we do a show, we could do like AC Friends. Hey,
Buffy. She's eating the stuffing out of it. Sorry.
I sewed it up once. And then...
That's what Buffy does.
But every week we can have like everybody send in one picture, and then we put all the pictures into a story. Or every week somebody sends us like 10 screenshots and we make a story out of it.
Oh. Law crossing, like lolcats, but
yeah, LOL, see friends.
Like you saw there's that thread on the forums about Super Smash Brothers. It had like the LOL Super Smash Brothers pictures. It's like snakes on a plane. I has them. Stuff like that. But with AC, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, see, yeah, but and we could make it a story kind of a la Rev, or and then we could have like a guy holding up a fish. It's like no life. I has none, and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can has football fish,
Yeah, I can have someone come over and play.
I can has to Wi-Fi.
And then like he's got like no money in his pockets. He can I can has bills.
Yeah. See, it's awesome. It's just like there's so much potential.
I know it's like it's pretty much. It's pretty much AC Friends, but who remembers playing that? No.
I'm pretty sure that they listen to everything we ever said, and they're doing it in the game.
Yeah, dude, I bet you there's owl pellets. I bet you.
Who wants to put money on that? Bells.
Okay, yeah, and then well, anyway, there's fish collecting and fossil collecting is back. So of course, you bring in your fossil to Bluthers, and then I wonder if Celeste, is that her name? His sister?
Celeste.
Celeste. I wonder if she's back.
Oh yeah, Constellations.
She's supposed to be back, yeah. So you can make butts in the air.
Yay for butts in the air. And then also, the next really big addition to the game is going to be the We Speak microphone that will come with the game. And it's basically like I guess a multi-directional microphone. I'm not really sure, what the technical term is. But it's basically, you'll set it up on top of your, where your sensor bar goes. And then it'll just pick up all the sounds in the room. So you can, there'll finally be voice chat across, the Nintendo, the Wi-Fi connection. Mm-hmm. Which is pretty cool. So my theory on this is why they did it this way instead of having like a headset like, Xbox Live or something like that, is because for the kids. So that way, mom and dad can sit there and hear exactly what whoever it is on the other end of whoever's visiting your town, they can hear what they're saying. And they can speak direct, you know what I mean? Like, they can say stuff. They can be like, what's he saying? What's he saying? And the guy could be like, hey, you want to come over here so I can molest you and stuff like that, and...
That's so funny. Why am I laughing?
Hey, hey, I want, why don't you send me naked pictures of yourself and blah, blah, blah. But this way, that mom and dad can be like, hey.
None of that, mister.
So, then you can boot them out of your town or whatever. So, so that way there's, no secrets, no secret.
No ninjas, no molesters, please.
No Chester's the child molesters, please. I thought it was going to be no Hitlers there for a while.
Yeah, but no Hitler molesters, please. Yeah. Take off that mustache, buddy. You ain't getting in here.
No, it's like in that Family Guy. I almost had him. I'll get him eventually. I know you will.
I bet you will. Oh, you.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean that's what I think it is. I mean basically that it's for so that for the kids and all this stuff, just like the friend codes and everything else that they do.
The thing is, and I'm wondering, like, if you're like they showed on the clip or whatever, you're a bunch of guys hanging out fishing,
Nothing molesty about that.
Hey, let's go up to the mountain, buddy. And you're all on the We Speak, and you're speaking. And stuff is coming out, and you're projecting it in, and your TV's on, and that's projecting into the We Speak. Wouldn't that kind of have some feedback thing? I mean, couldn't you? I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, You know how we, do shows and stuff like that. Sometimes there's other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they have
like rock band, and then we all have our headset on, but sometimes it's not so bad, but I can hear your TV. And I'm sure you can hear us playing the drums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, rock out, San Diego.
Anyway, no, I see what you're saying. I'm sure that, I mean, they probably have that worked out. I mean, to where it's not really going to be an issue.
Maybe just not put it next to your TV. But, yeah, you'd have to
put it in your ear.
Like a headset. Because wouldn't that kind of be... I mean, wouldn't you have to either crank that thing up or have your TV up? But the louder you have your TV, the more feedback you get to the thing. So, you'd either have to have it close to you and be like, hey, little kid, or you'd be like, hey, little kid, time for molestation.
Hey, I want to molest you. Is that all right?
I don't know what that means.
Mind if I diddle you? Is that going to be okay? Can I have some bells, too, while you're there?
Yeah, I give you 1 million bells to come to my house.
I've got a golden watering can.
Oh, boy. Will you water my plants, mister? I sure will.
Yeah.
Wee.
I love my Wii. It's better than MySpace.
Oh, boy.
But anyway.
I got it off of eBay from a pedophile that went to jail.
Good times.
Okay.
Freak. Let's see. Okay, so we know that fishing is back. Shell collecting is back. The GameCube style of going screen to screen is gone. Now it's more like the DS version of a smooth, round world. Okay. Which, that's cool. I mean, I didn't expect anything less.
Oh, yeah, the slingshot is back. Shoot down packages. That'll be cool. But... I wish I had a sniper rifle that I could snipe those packages down. Oh, I wonder if like.
Got a shotgun.
I wonder if Pete the mailman will be back. You think he'll be back? And we could shoot him down. Hey, Gemini.
He's gonna shoot you.
Tell me everything I don't know.
Hey, you think your house will be back? You think you'll have a mailbox? You think there'll be grass and weeds?
Excuse me for being excited.
You think there'll be rocks and you bang them with shovels?
You think there'll be bees?
Oh yeah, I've heard that there are bees actually.
Oh, actually, I know that one, Phoenix. You're not stupid after all.
Yeah, everything else though, no.
Oh my! But I wonder if it'll be that spaceship guy.
Your constellations are back.
We're not down there yet.
Sorry, I was just reading ahead.
You jerk! Stick to the highlighted. But okay, I've got you. But it's yeah, the spaceship guy that. Oh no.
Wendell.
No, he's too fat to be in a spaceship. But, you know that spaceship guy that flies around every fourth Sunday on a full moon, you know, whatever.
Yeah, Wendell.
I kill you, dude. Okay, Wendell. Yeah. Okay, he's
Wendell. For reals?
Do you think he'll be back?
Hey, Phoenix, is Wendell gonna be there? I'm not buying the game if Wendell's not in the game.
I'll draw him in for you. Hacker will hack him for you. He's gonna Wendell me. He's like, rah, 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 rah.
Wendell me.
It's like somebody's name, Wendell me.
Hey, Wendell me. Wendell me again.
What does it even mean? It means give me a shirt or I'll eat your face. Well, okay, what did he do?
I don't know.
He always ate her crap.
Oh yeah, it was like, I'm sure I'm hungry. You had to give him like whatever,
Oh my god.
peaches or whatever.
That one time I gave him a frog and he was like,
Yeah,
and his like green stuff was like flying out of his mouth and I was like, oh my god. Oh, yeah, I was fishing in that pond for 10 minutes to get that frog, and you gave me this.
What did he give you? Like an old like shirt or something?
It had like a brick on it. I'm like, you bastard. He had the crappiest designs ever. He like pooped and then drew it out.
And poop was his crayons.
Okay, but seriously.
Seriously.
Stop goofing around. Okay.
You started it.
No, but Wendell gave you shirts and patterns, right? And he
Yeah.
gave you shirts, gave you patterns. So he had like question mark.
They were all questionable. They were all questionable.
These smell like feces.
This is the worst pattern ever.
Like a whole ratty piece of paper. He's like,
He just drug his butt across it like a dog.
give me some fish.
Seriously.
But he gave us patterns, right? Yeah. And sometimes you got like roadways and stuff like that. Oh, I wonder if you can build roads. Hey, Jim.
Yes, you can. Screw it.
Gemini, will there be clouds?
No. No rain in the game.
Oh, that's a good one. Will there be rain? Will there be snow?
I'm going to have to refer you to a better podcast because I don't know.
You're the one that's like emailing and all these links like, ooh, watch this video. And I'm like, ooh, okay.
You're the one deleting them all.
Oh, well, just the good ones. But, so he gave us patterns, right?
Yes.
Stuff on the ground. And, you know, stuff you can put on. And Sahara gave us what? Wallpaper and, carpet.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if she'll be back in the game.
Yes.
And, you know, she comes around at a certain time and everything. And then the other guy, or no, the warthog gave us turnips. Do you think there'll be a turnip market?
You know, I don't know, but I really don't care either because I never did anything with that stupid turnip market thing.
Well, it's just an idea. I mean, you know.
I know. I mean, it's fine if it does, but I ain't doing it.
I wonder if do you think there'll be a website that comes back up? It's like turnips are such and such today.
Well, I would hope maybe that there would be they take a lot of that stuff that was outside the game, like the websites, like they're doing with the Nook Bay or the auction stuff, and they do put it in the game.
And you could go to like town hall and be like, "What's the turnip market going today?" And
Like, we don't give a rat's ass.
and what was the bitchy one's name? Phyllis should be like, "Shut up, get out of here. I work the night shift with Nook. I gotta go prostitute."
I gotta go molest some Celeste.
Okay, so shell collecting is back. I didn't ever know we really collected shells.
Well, there's shells.
You know, the ones that wash up on the beach.
Oh yeah, she shells. Yeah. I was thinking like turtle shells. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, off of Tortimer's back. Stab. Give me that shell.
Ninja Turtles.
No, but I never really collected them. I just gathered them all when I was poor, you know, and gave them the Nook.
Oh yeah, that's how I made most of my money until I got like outside trees or whatever.
There was that cartoon that hacker put on there from somewhere, and it was an Animal Crossing cartoon, and this guy was out there fishing, and Nook comes up behind him, you know, and he's like, "Hey, where's my money?" He's like, "I'm getting it right now. I'm fishing," you know, and he's like, you know, he goes on, and you know, somebody fishes, and it was funny, but
That's awesome.
he ends up hitting him with a shovel or something, or an oar.
That's a great story.
Alright,
so let's see. Old furniture from the other game, from the DS game, will make an appearance in this version too, along with the sets. Fish collecting and fossil collecting is back, so I guess that means that the museum is back. Captain drives a bus. Flags are going to be in the game like they were before. We don't know exactly what point.
Did much with that. You showed it right when you came in, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, once I had my flag set, I just didn't do anything else with it.
Yeah, it was kind of like, what about Booker and Copper? You know.
I'm sure they'll probably be back. I don't know, but you know, they need to give us more slots for our patterns and stuff too, though,
They
because
need to give us more Franco slots too, if they even have that option.
they should. Constellations are back. Visiting other towns is still done by going through the gate. So Booker and Copper. Flowers are going to be back, and hybrids and stuff like that. The watering can is a new tool. Floating presents and balloons are back, so slingshots will probably be another, useful tool in the game. So yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? Blah 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 blah. Alright, whatever. The theater with the emotions, the Gracie stuff. They're gonna get us American holidays like Christmas and Halloween and Easter. So because those weren't in. Well, I think Christmas in the DS version. I don't remember, but
we could buy a Christmas tree, but I don't know if we actually had Christmas. I know we had New Year's and Halloween, but I don't think Christmas and Thanksgiving were in it.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. So I'm sure that's all added. And then Skater says that they noticed there's a feature called the DS Suitcase. You'll be allowed to use it. Okay. But it's basically what you use to transfer from your DS to your Wii house. So I guess basically you could maybe run your little guy to your DS town, and then run into your house and load up your suitcase. Probably kind of like your pockets, but probably just more. And then run, out the gates to your Wii town,
Why do you always have to be running, or is there like a time limit before your DS version implodes?
And you're stealing. So,
The baby said all this stuff.
Oh, okay, so Chris with the Baby is back, and let's see, We Connect 24 will send you new items, which is cool. The theater puts on comedy shows, which I'm guessing the theater's probably going to be used for that, and probably going to be where we find KK.
Yeah, and I wish you could have your friends over, like the four of y'all go and watch a small movie or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
He said if you have a friend that leaves the town, the connection will disappear for everyone, just like in Wild World. Friends can visit the city while you aren't there. So let's see, that's cool. But that's going to be a really cool feature, because otherwise, remember like in the DS, we just had to leave it open and be like, okay, well, I'm going to leave my gates open from here from 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. So if anybody wants to come in, and if you came back.
Yeah, but, I mean, wouldn't that kind of leave it open for like molesters and stuff?
Well, and that's where the friend code thing comes in. You don't give your friend, they won't be able to just like randomly sort through your, oh look, he's only 12, town, molest,
Molesting his trees and stuff.
Over there, if you're in the bed, laying there, and he comes along, oh, hey, little boy.
I'm at work. I'm selling lemonade. In my dreams.
So you can transfer your Wild World DS character to City Life or City Folk and play as them. So you can bring all of your items, collectibles. So that still makes me beg the question, or however that phrase is supposed to go. It still begs the question of how that was going to work with things like the hacked items and everything else. I don't care. Hey, if that's the way they want to do it, that's fine. I'm just curious.
Yeah, what about all the people that didn't have it beforehand? Isn't that kind of like a heads up? For that. They didn't have it from the GameCube to the DS. If you're gonna take all your stuff, it's just, I don't know. You're kind of like rich people, and then everybody else that don't have any bills. You're like, aw,
Yeah, well,
you lose.
Yeah, what can you do? It's either they make it to where there's completely no connectivity between the DS and Wii version, which I think would be a mistake, or they do it this way, which.
This is what I'm thinking, is that we should do it two ways as an experiment. You transport your person over to your DS, and I'll start from scratch.
Okay.
And then, we don't have to, but
no, I think that's a neat idea.
But and then see how you progress and see what I, can collect and how it differs from you and me, and because it also says, in Japan you can take your DS to a download station to grab new content for City Folk, and then you can take your character data to your DS, move the data to a friend's Wii, and visit a town that way for people who don't have Wi-Fi.
So, that's a really cool feature too. So that way you can, just pocket your DS and take it to a friend, and then bam, your little DS guy. Yeah. Or your Wii, it makes it that much more portable.
Now, Chloe. Now, the DLC, The Curse of the Baby says is brand new, not already on the disc. So, what does that mean? Like, the downloadable content, is that stuff that we're gonna get from like Japan or whoever made it, or or whatever, is like, can you pay? I know Wii has like points. Yeah. Can you pay for points and then download stuff like that?
It just depends on how they want to do it. If they offer that DLC for free, or if they make you pay for it. We know in Wild World, anything we received from Nintendo, of course, was free. We didn't have to pay for it. So I'm, kind of hoping they stick with that. Unless they unless they come up with, like, say for instance, you got your entire city or whatever. Well, maybe they add a whole nother building to it, like, a new character in a new building. You go in there and, do, I don't know what, maybe that'll be pay or something. Maybe you have to pay to download that because it's a bigger thing than just a little item. I don't know, but I'm hoping it'll be free.
That would be cool if there were, like, unlockable buildings. Like, how they would upgrade the Nooks. I'm sure that would probably be, it's probably going to be back in this version, too, because you saw little podunk Nooks.
Yeah, it was tiny.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you'll probably have to get a bigger Nooks. But what if you could add different buildings once you upgraded? Like, add, I don't know, like a spa, or add a, heck, I don't know, like a
it's just
mall, or something.
Yeah, see, that'd be cool. I was just thinking, too, what if all the buildings are upgradable? Like, all of them start as podunk, and you have to, work them all into bigger buildings.
Didn't Able and Sable start out small, or was that always the same all the way through?
I think it was the same. I think it was just once Nooks became like Nookingtons, then they were next door. I don't remember having to upgrade their building.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
I know it's been a couple years, but yeah, I don't remember having to do that. So I think it'd be kind of a cool thing. So that way, it give you more than just Nooks to worry about. You can actually upgrade, everything, yeah. And then people come over. Oh man, you got the big version of the theater. Wow, and it's really big.
Yeah, and then like Gracie's house, or Gracie's store could be like a boutique, and then once you start wearing her clothes and you pass them out to your animals and your friends, the more it grows, the bigger Gracie's will be, and then she'll be like this superstar or whatever, but I think she's starting out as a superstar already, which kind of...
Well, it's kind of cool, but still, I mean, being able to share your designs and then give them to other people and watch them, proliferate throughout the world.
I wish there would be like a meter or whatever where there would be like the amount of collectibles. Like I know they had an Animal Crossing and like the catalog. I wonder if Nook's catalog will be back, but we're gonna have it like shirts collected, like 13%, or like furniture sets collected 15%, and it's like clocks collected, like fish collected and everything like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool too if maybe they could tell you like for instance, if you made a design, design a shirt. One of your animals wore it and then they left. They moved to another town. Yeah. Well, if you could somehow find out, okay, how many people have my shirt, kind of thing. It'd be kind of a neat thing, but I don't know if they could do that.
Yeah, and we'll make AC Friends shirts and everybody can wear them. We'll be like, woo woo.
Oh yeah. So what's next here? Do we have information? Let's see that there will be no interconnectivity with the Wii Forecast channel. So. No real-time weather in-game, so which means basically if it's raining outside, it doesn't mean it's going to be raining in your AC game. I know it would be cool though.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But I don't know why not. Seasons are still going to be inverted for the Southern Hemisphere, and there's going to be no NES titles available in City Folk. Because I think the original Animal Crossing, you could unlock some old NES games, but they didn't have that, of course, in Wild World or now not this one either. So I don't know why they had it in the GameCube version, but we never played that. So, keep going.
Hacker says it'll be indefinitely rich. Hacker said he'd be indefinitely rich because he said, several people said the DS connectivity is a really dumb idea, because all the people that got all that crap in the last one, But I mean, it can go both ways.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, if you're one of those, people like us, we could tell Hacker, hey, give us everything, and we could just be all set up in the Wii version. But then that kind of takes the fun out of it, especially if you do it like day one,
Oh, okay. Here, Jingle is back from the GameCube version, even though I never played it on Christmas, so I never saw him. But he's a reindeer dressed up like Santa.
I never heard of that.
No, I didn't either.
Well, that's a neat little thing. So we'll be, I guess, since it wasn't Christmas in the DS version, that's why it wasn't in there. So, well, that's cool. Let's see what else here. JT Home says, hopefully I'll be able to use my Rock Band mic instead of the Wii Speak if it sucks. And so he said, I hate how everyone is down on this game.
How are they down on the game? Are they not liking it? Or are they like...
I like the people that are talking about how the graphics aren't as, aren't that big of a step up and different stuff like that. And some people are kind of hating on the Wii Speak thing. And here's the other thing. Okay, this is a really cool feature. For the Wii by itself and for those of us that are going to be playing Animal Crossing, is the fact that they're going to be releasing a wireless, and you can also use USB keyboards in the game. So they're going to release this wireless keyboard version, which is going to have, dedicated buttons like you do on your Wiimote for plus and minus and home and stuff like that. But so basically for when you're surfing online, just for regular surfing, but also now in Animal Crossing, you'll be able to use it to write notes and letters and stuff like that. Be a lot faster than pecking them out on the virtual keyboard, with your Wiimote. So I think that's going to be a really cool thing. I mean, depending on how much that is, I'll definitely pick that up. Cause
they also made a point where, since it is USB, then, you can just get a USB keyboard. You don't have to have the Wii USB.
Right. You're exactly right. I just kind of like the idea of being a wireless and then being all white and sexy, like me.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I like that joke. It's funny. But anyway, like I said, depending on how much it is, that'd be a pretty cool little thing to use. That way, I can quickly bang out letters to everybody, and send them out. So, but yeah, I'd be really interested in that feature. Dog break. And also, too, they say that your menus you'll be able to navigate your menus better using the D-pad on the Wiimote as opposed to, you know how like in, yeah, okay. You know how in the DS version, you know, your menus you had to like sort through everything and item collection and stuff like that was kind of a pain when you had. Your pockets were full, and of course, when you went into your house, into your drawers, and all your, you know, you're going through all these different drawers looking for this one item and stuff like that. Supposedly, you know, the D-pad is supposed to streamline that a little bit to where you can just, you know, over, and get in more quickly to your items, which is a pretty cool little thing. We'll see how that works. I really don't know. Excuse me, more.
This
So
is gonna be the new keyboard-looking kind of thing.
Yeah.
I guess. It looks good. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to use than the last one.
Yeah.
I did a little thing, so that wasn't too hard.
Yeah, I mean, with the stylus is one thing, but you haven't typed on the keyboard on the Wii yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the stylus is better than the Wiimote, I think, for typing. You know, I can type out a message much faster on the DS with the stylus than I can with the Wiimote on the Wii.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm glad they did that because, yeah, that's just, you know, it's just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like trying to use a light gun to shoot the right, you know, the right characters. It's almost like typing a message on the Xbox Live, using that thing over, left, you know, all moving over. So it's a little bit more intuitive, but it's still, you know, it's time consuming at best. So anyway, okay, so you'll be able to send messages from, we talked about that, to SMS, text messaging, and emails out from the game and then into the game.
So I wonder if you'll still have like a town hall like bulletin board thing, or if like all of your message will be on this Wii message board.
I don't know. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be a little bit of both. But that's my theory on the subject. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a bit of both. You'll be able to see some of the messages on the Wii message board, but then you know, some of them may go directly into the game.